Hey, okay, I hope everyone's ready to meditate on both ether and air. I'm going to do them together so that we can start over next time. I think next time I'll do a meditation that combines all the elements. We'll see. I don't want to get ahead of myself. One step at a time. All right, so get comfy. Make sure you have your favorite pen or pencil and your paper. And we're gonna have a seat or lay down, whatever works. Feet on the ground, spine is stacked, belly is soft. Just inhaling from the nose, exhaling from the mouth. And a few more breaths that way. And if your eyes are not closed yet, go ahead and close them. And for the air element, we're just going to be paying attention to the breath, just noticing the inhales and the exhales, and just noticing where they're coming from and where they're going to. Really filling up the lungs completely and emptying them out completely. Just using that yogic breath that we did a few weeks back. Just noticing the breath as it's going into your nostrils, in through the larynx, down into the lungs. You can visualize it revitalizing your lungs and just imagine what's happening there, how the blood is collecting all this oxygen and taking it and literally dispersing it all over the body. And you might be feeling some tingling now. You might be actually having a sense of how this oxygen is filling your entire body. And just noticing this quality of the breath, the air element, filling up the whole body. And just maybe for a brief moment, we also become air. Just trying to imagine what it would be like to be air. And now slowly just returning back to your body, noticing the inhales and the exhales again. And slowly opening the eyes. And like our usual, just taking your pen or pencil and allowing whatever wants to come through to come through. No control, releasing the mind, allowing your pen to just do what it needs to. Okay, I'll share mine. It really shouldn't take longer than this. I'm going to set it aside so we can do our next one, which is ether. So grab another paper. And these don't have to become paintings. My fire one, I have not had a chance to do it into a painting, and I don't even think that I want to. It wasn't as spectacular as the water one, so be selective about what you transform into a painting or not. We have those moments where we're in touch with something more mysterious, and then there are moments where our connection is sort of like a little staticky. Okay, set them aside, and now we're gonna meditate on ether and embody ether as well. That's another thing with the fire meditation. I think I didn't do the embodiment, and so it didn't become as powerful as it needed to. I think it's always good to like embody that element and just visualize oneself becoming it. So let's do this with ether now. That's going to be a tough one. We'll see what comes. Reminder, I don't usually plan these, I just let them happen. Okay. So again, coming back into the body, closing the eyes, and just taking a few inhales and exhales here, relaxing the entire body from head to toes. Deep inhale from the nose, deep exhale from the mouth. And a couple more breaths this way. And now slowly for ether, you're going to pay attention to your inner world. And your outer world. So your surroundings, both of them inside and outside. So the inner is how you're feeling right now, emotionally, and what's going on in your mind. And the outer is your surroundings and what's going on around you. And if you can hold both at the same time, then you've sort of accomplished the impossible. Except that it is possible. And there's really no sense in like trying to force things. Just be with what is. The inner and the outer are both present right now. So be with them as best as you can. And then there's going to come a time when you're going to feel that they're sort of blended. There's no separation between the inner and the outer. And if you don't get to it now, just keep practicing this way, and maybe one day you will get there. And slowly, if you haven't come back to the room, you can come back to the room. That was our alarm. And grab your pen and go with the flow. See what happens. I do actually have a painting on ether, and somehow this reminds me of that painting right now. What's happening here? I'll share both in a second. Okay. So this is what happened today. And 1 second, I'm gonna grab my other ether painting. Okay, you might see this on my website. So this was a meditation of mine on ether, and this is what I came up with. I have a feeling this is going to be something like that if I was to paint it. It's very similar. How interesting. I wonder what all this means. Also, I'm not going to get stuck in my head trying to figure out what it means. It means what it means. Okay, that's the meditation for today. In case you're not following me on Instagram, I have a page there called Archetypes, and I'm doing a feelings challenge And I invite you to do the same. It's about sharing or acknowledging how you're feeling. So getting a journal and just writing how you're feeling throughout the day and just tracking every single feeling that happens. It's just an exercise to show how our mind is constantly going from one thing to the other. And that's the vrittis, right, that the Yoga Sutras talk about. All right. See you on Instagram or back here. And oh, Friday, painting party. I hope you'll be there. All right. Bye-bye.